And just finished an awesome race at the Glen. We're here for Giggity Racing League. This is Enoch 22. I've got Boomhauer with me. Boomhauer, how you doing today, man?
Oh, I can't complain.
Can't
Got to see
complain.
a good race there at Watkins Glen. Congratulations to Chase Elliott on that.
Yeah, man, that was a great race. We were talking before about how nerve-wracking it must have been. He just gets out of the car like it's nothing. That's impressive. So we're gonna see how nerves get to these drivers tonight at Texas. We're doing something
Uh,
special tonight for the tragedy in El Paso. Um, and we're doing a little tribute race. So before we get to the main event, we're doing this little dash right here, right? Get some extra drivers in
yes.
there. Um, and it'll be something. It'll be something. I know a lot of people were affected by it, and it just hurts to see people like that. But
It does.
uh,
It hurts to happen in your own backyard, in your own country.
yeah.
To see something like that happen, not just in the situation in El Paso, but later that day the same thing happened up in Dayton, Ohio. Condolences out to their family. I think he sent the invite to.
He sent it too soon? Alright, I can always send you one. Yeah, no problem. You got it. I got you.
I should have told you that.
But yeah, it's a lot of things are happening in the world, and uh, it's unfortunate for sure, and just hope that people can kind of learn from this for the better, and we all just love each other. Alright, so I just sent y'all invites. See how this goes. I'll wait to join until I see y'all are in here. I see
I'm in.
Taddy. And Taddy, thanks for joining us as well. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
Let's get into this race. Let's get a little dash going. So, what's
Yeah,
up
I'm
with this
excited to see
dash?
this.
What's up with this
We got
dash,
seven
Taddy?
drivers. We got seven drivers in this race, and they're all fighting for three spots.
Oh man.
Every night that we race, we try to allow some people from other series to be able to show what they have, whether it be moving up or a couple guys want to drop down to Xfinity or truck or whatever. But we still want to let the racing be the majority of the regular series points drivers. So we run a dash each week, and we allow three drivers max to be able to drop. So tonight's race, this dash towards the tribute, we have seven drivers fighting for three spots.
Man, that's pretty sweet. I like that. And this 38's got the 28 right on his tail. Man,
That's for you racing the trade.
and this isn't even points racing either, so they're going to be pretty aggressive to get into it, and especially a race like you're putting on tonight, the tribute. Car goes into the
Ooh, there's
grass,
somebody
gonna
in
keep
the
you
net.
straight.
47 looks like of
Wow,
Napa.
man, what a job keeping it going like that.
So actually, real quick, we actually only have six of these drivers are trying to advance. Trey wanted to get some racing in. He felt he's trying to get a little better with the Cup Series, but he's actually going to be joining you for the broadcasting during the tribute. So the 28 car that's running second right now, if he's in an advancing spot, then the race will be for fourth to advance.
All right, so that's good to know. Yeah, I'm pumped for Trey then. 'Cause look at him, he's doing really well. Gets a little wide coming out of two, and that's easy to do at this place for sure. 14,
Ooh, the 78 come
ooh,
down and hit the 14. That's that
yeah.
transfer spot.
Oh man, he's gonna have to move. He's gonna have to keep going. That 47 is gonna want to try and catch that draft. These guys want to go. They're not too far off if they just work together a bit. 47 just sneaks through on the inside of the 14. That was a pretty nice move. And you really got to stick to the bottom here at Texas, don't you, on around 1 and 2, especially to get a good time.
Well, this is a preset series that we're running here tonight. This is not custom setup. So actually, if you try too hard to be on the bottom, sometimes you'll have to lift depending on the slider that you take. If you take a 7 or an 8, you might have to lift a little. Whereas if you go to the outside, you could probably run on like slider 8 or 9, maybe run almost wide open through the corner. So there is an outside groove here depending on the sliders.
Shoot, that's great. I can't wait to see that later. Then I'd love to see some guys make some crazy moves. I got the privilege to run with you guys earlier today. That was great. I had a great time doing that, and some people were on 8s and 9s, and to me, that's just too loose. I was on 6s and 7s, and it felt great. But you have a really good point there. With my 6 or 7, I wouldn't be able to run that high line. They may be able to do something with it.
Yeah, so whenever I don't know what anybody here watching the broadcast knows about our about racing on this game or sliders in comparison to custom setups, but the different sliders, yeah, an 8 and a 9 are typically really loose for people, especially in the Cup Series. But when you run to the outside, when the rear end tries to snap out on you, you tend to be able to save that and without going all the way down to the apron, and you actually prefer a higher line than right there on the white line.
Right.
Because that way when you do get loose, it doesn't make you catch your tires on the apron and spin out. As we see the 47 passing the 78 right now.
Oh,
and that's
just
for
gets
the
up
final
into him a
transfer
bit.
spot.
78 keeps his cool with that, though. That could have been a lot worse than it was. Wow. But yeah, that's a really good point. You know, the looser it is, the harder it is to keep on the bottom. But hell, it could be real nice higher up. And who's really going up there anyways? Not most. So could have a good advantage. Can't wait to see that. Looks like there's a little battle in the back there. Let's try and get to it. The 14 and the 10 and side by side for a bit. 14 just cleared the 10.
Now what they need to do, the 14 and the 10, because currently the 47 is the final transfer spot. The 14 and the 10 both being forwards, they need to just work together and try to get up there and collect both the 78 and the 47 and have a chance at this.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of crazy to think about it. The 38's by himself, then there's 2 cars, then a little further back 2, and then 2. It's really impressive how the 38's being able to keep this lead like he is.
That is bad for you racing.
Yes.
Up there in the 38. And he's kind of been on all the captains here's radar for the last few weeks, that we wanted to see what he could do in this spot. He can't race Monday through Friday, so he struggles to make the trucks in the Xfinity races. So we kind of decided, well, let's go ahead and let him try running in this one and see what he can't do in a Cup car. And so far, I mean, he's showing exactly what we were expecting to see, that he's got the potential for sure to be one of our faster drivers in the series.
Oh, thanks, Taddy. I'm going to be looking out for him later on then. So you guys are both in the race.
Definitely somebody to watch out for.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
19, get a hold of the 47 to stir a little bit. Or the 78, sorry. I'm used to Truex being in the 19 now.
Yeah, right. So you both are in the race, right?
Absolutely. We're both in the 4 camp. You got the 2 of Boomhauer, and I'll be in the 12 myself.
All right. Awesome. Man, this I can't believe that
this
the
battle
gap
between the 78 and the 47 is getting interesting, because as you said, Trey's running that custom scheme. He's not running the actual race, so that spot is just almost pretending he ain't even there.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough for the 47 then. He's really got to hit his marks, kind of just like Chase Elliott did with Truex behind him at the Glen. But it looks like Trey's kind of falling off a bit as he gets a little high. Round 4, keep the draft, he'll be able to pull on in.
Yeah, last Sunday when we had our All-Star race, Trey was up there leading as the Cup race being at Texas. He actually was up there leading pretty much for a good amount of time and wasn't able to finish off with the win, and he just wanted to get in here and run a little bit more Texas with us in the Cup and, you know, see if he could pull that win off.
I like it. He was running really well. He still is. But it may be getting a little too tight for him right now. Last few corners he was riding high.
Fans look like they're pulling away a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
and that 78 fell.
Oh,
Ooh, looks
78,
like 78 in the wall. I think he did that by himself because the 47 was already far ahead.
I think he caught the apron and shot up the track.
Yikes.
I think he might have too. I hit the camera angle button and switched back to the behind view at the last second. I seen him darting toward that outside wall.
Man, you know, I'm sure he was giving it all he's got, and that's what he had to do. So you can't be too disappointed. Of course, you're gonna be a little disappointed, but he gave it to go.
Yeah, he tried. So as it sits right now, we got Bad For You Racing, Cards Fan, and Napa Fan holding the front 3 transfer spots.
Now, the funny thing about that, actually, that those are the 3 in the transfer spots. Shadow Grim and DG, the 78 and the 10 in this race, they're both truck series drivers, and the 14 of Flo is a Xfinity regular. We had a talk in the captain's chat. All 3 of these drivers, Bad For You, Cards Fan, and Napa Fan, they are all actually developmental drivers that, again, they're either just brand new or we just thought that they had pretty quick times. We wanted to see what they could do in a cup car.
Yeah.
And so these are the 3 people that we chose as captains to allow to run tonight to just show us what they had. And right now they're taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, this 37, he's really heating up, kind of like that hot sauce on his car, but late run, he's got it. He's right on the tail of that 38. That 38's holding the bottom from him.
But they
Opens it up a little bit.
This, they got to remember not to do anything drastic. Yeah, it's nice to win the dashes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they got to remember they're already in that transfer spot. There's no need to push the issue.
Yeah, that's a good point.
With that same point, that is a good point. But the mentality here, I would have a hard time riding second if I was a Cards Fan there. This is the first time any of these 3 have been broadcasted here through the Giggity Racing League. Again, they're all in our developmental series, which we do not broadcast. We've seen racing for a couple weeks now, but this is their first time being able to show what they have, and not just to us, but to the rest of the NASCAR Heat 3 community here on the YouTube. If it was me personally, and I'm running in second, I might wait till the last lap so as to not hurt me, but man, I want that win just as much as it was the actual race later.
Yeah, they're doing a good job showing what they got, and being put out there like that. From me being on the outside looking in, they're doing a heck of a job right now, running around each other, getting their lines right, and it's pretty impressive. And we've got some viewers. Thank you guys for joining. Noko, he's saying let's go, and never forget. Yeah, man. I know. I
gotta say though, these 2 drivers, I don't believe they're going to be in the developmental series next year.
So
got a weird feeling about that, huh?
Yeah, they're showing some serious talent. And actually, the 47, if we remember on the first lap, coming to start lap 2, he actually got put in the grass and pushed behind the whole field. So he's rebounded nicely to come back up here and be running in 3rd.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Just going around the field trying to see if there's any other good battles. It looks like that battle for the front spot.
That was it.
And that's the race.
So
That's
we've got
the dash.
the 38 of Bad For You Racing. We've got the 37 of 37 of Cards Fan, and the 47 of Napa Fan.
All right, man, that was a sweet little race. A little appetizer for later on for the tribute.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
I want to reiterate real quickly a little bit more on that tribute that's going to be coming on here in a little over an hour, or right around an hour. With this, we're going to have 16 drivers, the 3 that you just saw advance, and 13 of our regular series drivers. We have a few hot seat drivers in there too that we thought deserved it and could help out with this. Everybody knows about the El Paso shootings. We also had some shootings in Dayton, Ohio that took place last night. We have a driver in here that he knows somebody that was a victim of what had happened, and we as a community, as a league and as a racing community, we wanted to do something to honor both the victims, the families, and the friends. And so we're going to be doing our first 4 laps of the Texas race. We're naming it the El Paso 250, and we're gonna be getting in line and doing a manual caution, and we're gonna do 2 completely silent laps where just to honor everybody. So please tune in, and it should be a pretty neat sight.
Yeah, it's really awesome what you guys are putting together, Taddy and Boom. Um, it's nice. You're bringing everyone together, everyone in this NASCAR community. We're really all a family. We all have this one interest that we can build off of. You get to know so many
Yep.
people, and it's unfortunate that someone was affected by it. It's unfortunate that any of it happened in the first place, but I think it's a great thing, and I hope a lot of people tune in. So that should be around 7 o'clock. We'll be
Yeah,
posting.
we're gonna get on here and we're gonna start practicing because you got to make sure that this goes out well. So
Yeah, yeah, go
the whole
do it to
series
it.
here, all the Cup drivers and everybody that just made it in, we're gonna get here and we're gonna practice and make sure that this goes off without a hitch. And we're
Great.
hoping that everybody here tunes in and maybe get some more.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, well, we'll keep that short then. So go practice, guys. Good luck. Everyone that tuned in, thank you very much for the dash. Just a little teaser for what we've got going on later on tonight in just about an hour. So keep your channel on and keep refreshing that page. We'll be with you, and until then, I'll see you on the track. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.